Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Shyzalosophy 101. Here's your host, Shyzabox. Oh, they called us. Oh, they love us. Everyone loves us. It's our introduction. Oh, get out of here. And the horse you rode in on. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome nuns and all. That's right. Priests, rabbis, evangelists, I don't know, whoever is there, welcome. Boy, have we got a totally planned out and fantastic show for you today. That's right, Internet, something to celebrate. Usually, we just wing it, but not something we're going to do today. Nope, totally planned out and everything. Of course, that's because we are modeling the show off of what do we want next. You might be saying to yourself, like, no one cares. What? Well, we do, right? You might not care what, we necessarily want next, all right? But someone's got to. It's not a laughing matter, but either way, the sky is the limit. Of course, the sky's pretty high up there, so in order to get there, you'd have to do the whole build a Tower of Babel thing, and we all know that there's some components of that that's probably not a great idea. You might be saying to yourself, doesn't matter, do it anyway. But no. We don't want to be completely absurd with it, outlandish, okay? We don't want to do that of which isn't acceptable to society. That's right. We don't want to disappoint. Yes, hello and hi for all the ones of chats coming in saying hello and hi. Excellent. Where were we? Ah, yes, the sky being the limit. The sky's the limit for as much of a limit as the sky is. Yesterday on stream, okay, early on, we told everyone, let's make a game together, right? Let's make a literal game together, and let's get it up and running, and let's play it, okay? Lo and behold, we did it. It's up and running. It's on the IPFS, okay? Joey's Meat Run. We made it on stream with the community there. Well, that was here, right? So everyone gave their little 2 cents. We ended up coming up with a game. And lo and behold, you can play it now. You can go into the comment of the descriptifications and go and hit up the IPFS. And, Joey's Meat Run is live, okay? We built that with the community. So what do we want to build next, right? We have, the sky's the limit. Who wants what? What are you doing? Well, we're wondering what we're going to do next. The sky's the limit. We've already said that part a few times and started talking about, if you construct the Tower of Babel and whatnot, how historically it's not really that great. Things of that nature, I don't think God really likes that and, destroyed it and dispersed and scattered the languages, right? So we don't want to follow suit with that. But the sky is the limit and we can do whatever we want. So what are we doing? We're figuring out what we want to do next. Yesterday we made a game. We're thinking of making maybe another game. We'd prefer to make maybe an app. I don't know. We're just kicking it and waiting for, hopefully, fingers crossed, our article that's under consideration at Foundations of Physics to get picked up or whatever, so we can get a DOI number from that. And that makes it a little easier to do more kind of theoretical physics and cosmological philosophy that is ordainably practicable by, scientific means and things of that nature. Anyone can philosophize and, venture into the metaphysical and whatnot all they want all day long. But eventually, your book can only be so crazy until you're like, let's get a little bit of some empirical validation under some stuff before we venture off into making that more crazy. That's right. So when you ask, what are we doing? We're figuring out what we want to do. You want an app? We can make one. You guys want to make an app together? We can do that right now. You want another game? Let's make a game. It's probably going to suck because we're going to be the one pretty much doing the core developing and whatnot on it. And we're a party of one. But yesterday on stream, we came up with Joey's Meat Run. What do you got today? We're thinking for ourselves, we'd love to make another little word game, okay? You guys want to make a word game? What do you want it to be called? We can make it. We can put it up. We can put it on the IPFS site. Now, yesterday, we gave ourselves the turnaround of doing it that day. So we're feeling a little lazy right now. I don't know if we'll get it up and running like today, okay? Because let's be honest, we don't really feel like it now, but we'll do it, okay? Because we love to make this stuff and whatnot. It's fun. So you guys want to make a game? Let's make a game. Tell me what you want it to be like. What should it be called? What should the mechanics be? Okay? How can we rip off other games and not get sued? Now, we're just joking about that last part. We won't rip off any games, of course. No, we got our own, foundational little algorithms and stuff like that we can, throw into it and stuff like that. And it'll be just a structured single script game. Hey, you won't have to download anything. You won't need any memberships to play it or anything like that. It won't be riddled with ads. We can make it. So, you want a whack-a-mole game? We can do that. What do you want to whack? How about little turds come up, and if you squat one of those, you lose? I don't know. It'd be like crap-a-mole. Okay? Yeah, I'm just, no one else has given us any ideas or options in the chat. We're just saying, that could be one of them. Okay? Yesterday, like we said, we did Joey's Meat Run. Or hell, it don't even got to be a game. Let's make an app. What kind of apps are we lacking on the market today that a decentralized, group of folks would individually want? What do you guys need? A calculator? Does anything come with a calculator nowadays? Okay, bad example. We don't need to make a calculator. We already do. We got one on the IPFS site anyway, right? Because we just do. So you can go there, download the site itself. It'll work without internet. You don't need internet for it, right? Decentralized. We don't need these big big conglomerate corporations and whatnot, to tell us that we have to give them X, Y, and Z amount of dollars to do stuff that we can do ourselves. Okay? We can make our own games. We can host our own, mesh networks and stuff like that. We have a mesh working demo right now, okay, on the site. You can go there. Swarm mesh demo. Operational, functional. Okay, you load up the site a couple times on your own system and you link to yourself. Okay, all right, it's operational, it's functional. Okay, the point is that we don't need all these big companies and whatnot telling us that we gotta give them all our money when we don't have any to give them anyway. That wasn't a joke, internet. It's kind of just sad. But that's why we peddle our wares and do that of which we do for, of course, the sake and foundation of whoever wishes to partake in that of which we, offer and such. So, anyhow, yeah, if you guys want an app, if you guys want a game, let's get those ideas coming in so that we can rip them off. And, we're not going to rip them off totally. It is going to be open source. So, treat everything with a grain of, keep your best ideas to yourself so no one steals them, okay? So just give us like your second and third ideas of something that you'd be like, yeah, if someone were to make a game or an app or something like that, it should be roughly about this, okay? So there's all sorts of, directions you can go. You can take it any way you want, or so be it, no direction at all. And that's entirely fine. There's plenty of other stuff we can focus on and do, none of which needs to be the necessitation of adding to that of which already has plenty on offer, okay? We have a variety of working, tools and demos and things of that nature, and a variety of iterations of working games and things of that nature as well. Anyone can go to the IPFS site. Anyone can check the stuff out. Anyone can, go to Kaggle and check out the math behind it and everything, all right? We offer all that of which for anyone to check in on however they need to satisfy that of their wishes to do such. So, we're willing to make whatever, though. We're willing to add anything. You just got to say the word. We are completely willing to sell out in no time. Which reminds me, it's this point in the show, we actually like to take the time to apologize for, everything that happened last stream. So, sorry about that. All right, excellent. Now that we've successfully apologized for last stream and all of those bridges that we accidentally burned, or we'll say pseudo-mended, where do we go from here? What do we want next? Hey? I don't know. We want our article to get published by Foundations of Physics, like we said, so we can get a DOI number and just, reference that. Makes it a lot easier. But what else do we want? World peace? Hey, that wasn't a joke, Internet. People can want world peace. Right? No more pollution? Again, it's not said in humorous fashion. All this stuff. What does one want? What does one need? Doesn't matter. I think what we need now, though, is to do our favorite part of the, in essence, show, and that is our required reading from one of our literary works. That's right. That's right, celebrate Internet, because we are going to be coming, straight with one of our most favorite quotes that we utilize and, actually present forward on the streams. And it, in essence, it acts like a cliffhanger to get people to go to Amazon.of.com or Kindle of the Unlimited, get those free membership subscriptions, search Shyzabox books, and then, read our books on there for free, and we get 0.04 cents per page read. So that adds up to a couple cents when enough pages get read, which is fantastic. But let's see, we won't be reading from Transmutating God. We will be reading from Nailing Kalimba, okay? You might be saying to yourself, like, oh, isn't this the one you always read? Hey! No, it's our cliffhanger. We read it. Always. Okay, yeah, I guess so. Keep those comments to yourself. All right, so we are going to read, of course, a little excerpt from Nailing Kalimba. You're welcome. And because we are going to read it ourselves directly to you, you can enjoy it as we do. That's right. Celebrate, Internet. This is from Nailing Kalimba, available on Amazon.com and Kindle of the Unlimited, where you can read it and we get 0.04 cents per page read. When I was but a lad, suckling on me mother's tit, I could hear that of the sea calling my nature. 'Twas this indeed from war me tale begins. Nay, 'twas merely that upon that of the teat itself, where I suckled the beat of that of the universe. Excellent. Well, you might be saying to yourself, what a fantastic reading. Well, we stumbled over a word in there, but don't worry about it. If you buy the book and read it, you can read it for yourself even better. Or buy it for someone else. You don't even got to buy it for yourself. Who cares? We get $1. Excellent. So, what is it that we want? Do we want massive book sales? Do we want people to go buy Transmutating God or Nailing Kalimba and stuff like that? Well, of course. But, no. Additionally, we want to just do good and to be good. So when we start thinking of, the future and, leaving room for what we want to, set up or orchestrate or anything like that, we always got to keep in check and keep grounded in a, fixed reality of sorts. All right. The ability to continue to attempt to get that of what we wish, that of what we desire, that of which we want. Okay. And in that attempt, adhering and maintaining to the, component and aspect of doing it the right way, going about it, being good with it, and doing good by it. Okay? Now, of course, not everyone's going to adhere to that, and you might face some, adversities and things of that nature if you're going about things what you feel to be the right way or the good way or, anything along those, tales and lines. But with that being the case, you just buckle down and do your best. Put one foot forward in front of the other, the best you can, and try not to step backwards repetitively. For it's when we step backwards that we fail to move in the direction that is forward. Excellent. Well, perfect. So, it's this point in the show that we like to remind everything here is completely for philosophical entertainment, and utilize anything at your own risk or things like that. Of course, blanketed. All rights reserved. Hold on. Management's calling. Don't know if it's like this where you work. They think they know how to run the place. What do you want? We're on time. We're doing the show. Uh-huh. Yeah, no, we gave a blanketed disclaimer. Yeah. Who cares? Yeah, well, I'll end it when I feel like it. Excellent. Management, I swear. At them all the time. I shouldn't. It's going to get me in trouble. No. But it does make you feel better sometimes, so, you got that going for you. So, what is it that we want now? I don't know. We want someone to give us a program to make or a game to make or a developer do, or else we're just going to watch a movie or a show or something tonight and call it a day. Yesterday we made Joey's, meat run. You can go play it now. It's on the IPFS. Hey, we did it in a little turnaround, little session there. Made it with the folks on the stream. Developed it. We can do that again. Who wants to make a game? Who wants to make an app? Who wants to make something? You don't even got to do that much work. You just got to tell us what to do. And then we'll do it sometime. When we feel like it. Excellent. It all works out. You're not paying us for it. Unless you go to Cashapp and pay us for it. That's a different story. Then we'll actually work hard. Otherwise, we'll just hardly work. So, it's kind of the same thing, really. I guess either way. But we did make Joey's meat run. So if you haven't played that yet, not only are you missing out on having played it, but you still can. That's right. The descripification. You go to the description, go to the IPFS site, and there you go. This is a leprechaun. That's right. Only it's not. We went with that, though. Everyone was saying that yesterday when we were making the game that we were making, because we told the streamer, like, hey, let's make a game together. So we did. All right. It's up and running. You can play it. But someone was like, hey, are you a leprechaun? We're like, no. Because, that's, everyone likes to ask us that. Whatever. And then someone was like, fat leprechaun, right? Well, that wasn't a joke. We were just telling you what they said. They called us a fat leprechaun, and thank you, Internet, yes. Very funny. They called us fat leprechaun, and you guys are so childish with your canned effing laughter. Oh, jeez. Laugh at the fat leprechaun, sure. We ran with it. No, you didn't. You walked. Ah! Uncanny. That was pretty funny, though. Good one, Mom. You can go to the IPFS site, okay, and you can play the Fat Leprechaun game. I mean, Joey's meat run. Careful. Joey's going to try and get you with his meat. But we left the leprechaun stuff in there because, let's be honest, that's what the One's fan wanted. That wasn't a joke. That's, usually our average stream watch count, stuff like that. So, it's not something that you have to laugh at, Internet, but, we get it. You like to be mean. We've seen the memes that you laugh at. You should celebrate that. Everyone should see those memes. They're funny as hell. No. Point being, you do whatever you want to. Where is your pot o' gold? Well, it's on our IPFS site. Ironically, it just is depleted right now because someone stole all our gold. And by someone stole all our gold, we mean it was never in there to begin with. But feel free to fill our coffers with it as much as you wish. You can go to the IPFS site, play some free games, then go to Cashapp, give us a buck. Then, we'll be having that pot of gold before you know it. Or say you don't like playing games. That's right, Internet. Boo that person. Hold on, no, Mom. They didn't mean it. You can go to the Amazon the dot of the comms, and you can buy any of our literary wares that we peddle on people all the time. You want some pickled punk philosophy? Buy that shit. You want some poetry? We wrote one of those too. Every philosopher needs a poetry book. Even if it's not your own, buy ours. Point is that, we offer and peddle our literary works and wares and stuff like that to supplement the fun of which that we, attempt to offer that of whoever wishes to partake in that as well. The only one that we would say don't necessarily go out and buy or anything like that is don't go buy the physical copy of Delectable, okay? We had to raise the price on this one. This is $250 now, okay? The digital version's still cheap, but because we proved our theory, blah, 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 this one's expensive now. Don't buy the physical copy of that unless you're rich, in which case the money goes mainly to Amazon. But, don't buy the physical copy of Delectable. We had to raise the price on that one, but that's because we proved our theory, and as we await our hopeful publication in Foundations of Physics and await our DOI number and this, that, the other, we just, kind of sit back and we make now little games and apps and have fun, and we got our other literary works and stuff like that. So, the funniest leprechaun I've ever met. Greetings from Russia. Yes, hello! If there's something about Russia that we are infatuated with, it's St. Petersburg and the architecture that is just gorgeous to behold and look at from, even pictures and videos and any of the cinematography and whatnot of movies that have been, shot in the area or anything like that. Man, the architecture in Russia is just drop dead gorgeous, man. And it's something that we've always admired about the city, stuff like that. Perhaps one day upon which or whatever, we might have the opportunity or chance to grace the country with our presence. But let's be honest, you guys are some rough dudes out there. We used to work with a couple, Russian officers through a older program called Combined Endeavor. We were a contractor for that. And man, those are some awesome dudes. But yeah, man, you guys got some hardcore dudes out there for sure. In fact, what book was it? We were trying to study some Russian language too. Of course, we don't do the whole language thing and stuff like that as well. But we were trying to pick up some Russian as far as like character sets and things of that nature, because we like to do more linguistical interpretive analysis on origination and everything like that. Wasn't in that one. Let's see. We know we were studying Russian in one of these books. It doesn't matter really, but, let's be honest, dead air time's dead air time. At least we're looking like we're doing something. Nope, that's Hebrew and Avestan. Sanskrit. I wonder. There's no way it's in lines of change, lines of sand. Hebrew, Russian, it sure is. It's in lines of change, line in the sand. Now this one's a little harder to get and come by. But some people don't really like this book. So I kind of got a little fan. Don't worry about it. We definitely studied some Russian there, and we can see that we were correct in having stated that we did, because obviously we did. So, perfect. But yes, we've always been infatuated with the architecture and everything there. Beautiful scenery and whatnot. Fantastic history. Are you definitely Irish? No, but there is some Irishness in our lineage from somewhere or another, from what we are told and or informed. Now, of course, when it comes down to it, we don't know, as we never conducted the, DNA analysis ourselves or anything like that. But from what we're told, something thereabouts. There is some portion that's, delineated there about somewhere and stuff like that. But no more central Austrian Hungarian type background and whatnot. Yeah, some stuff from there. Yep, any of that stuff. Yeah, even up to little English, Irish and stuff. Yeah, channel crossover there. Yeah, and then down to Marca. Yeah, because to be honest, everyone was like, hell, they're throwing a party over there. Let's go. So we joined the party, and they gave us a social security card and a shit ton of taxes to pay. Well, that wasn't a joke. We're taxed out the ass on everything. Well, you laugh all you want, rest of the world and internet, but the taxes are ridiculous that the government puts on the U.S. citizens. Again, it's not comedy, it's not funny, it's a lot of people get pissed off at that. Okay, yeah, not a laughing matter. We're taxed out the ass, and there's no need. Have your laugh, world. Yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Next, you're going to be like, fix your health care. What? What is this? Pick on the U.S.? Isn't it our Memorial Day? You guys can't lay off us this weekend, right? Coming up. Jeez, all right. Maybe they'll fix stuff sometime. Who knows? Doesn't matter. Point is that there was no point to any of that. Minus the fact that we segued and killed probably about 3 to 5 minutes worth of airtime. And that in itself is a success. That's right. Celebrate, Internet. Not only did we give you more show to watch, but now there's more show to watch. So that's 2 things for you. And if you count those up, that's 2. So there you go. Perfect. But as we start thinking to ourselves, should we read another excerpt from one of our literary works? Should we, entertain the ones of fan that accidentally clicked on, this live stream? Should we give them that of which they didn't know they wanted? And we think to ourselves, like, of course we should. Let's read them one of our poems. You don't have to buy the book. There you go. All right. So you get a free poem from a book you don't have to buy. You wonder why we don't sell any of these damn things. We keep giving away all of our intellectual content for free. But, don't celebrate that, Internet. We're trying to eat tonight. That's not really a laughing matter, Internet. It's pretty sad, actually. I forget, you're the Internet. You like to celebrate the absurd and the distasteful. All right, what kind of poem should we read? How about one on... sandpaper? No, no one said no. All right, sandpaper it is. You think that when you buy a book on poetry, you're like, there's no way in hell I ever want to hear a poem about sandpaper, okay? And you might be thinking to yourself, like, if I were to hear a poem about sandpaper, not only do I think it would complete my entire life, my entire existence, not only if I heard him read this poem about sandpaper, right here, sandpaper. Let's reverse these backwards. Don't worry about it. We can read it because it's forwardsies for us. It's camera magic. Don't worry about it. You wouldn't understand the technicalities of stream. Something. Don't worry about it. But as you think to yourself, wow, I can't wait to hear this poem about sandpaper. Then I don't know. I say that we don't do the sandpaper one. Let's read this one on numbers instead. Okay, numbers. Numbers hold a value. Numerically, it's true. With lots and lots together, mathematics shine right through. Excellent. Well, that was way better probably than that sandpaper poem. And ironically, if you want to read that sandpaper poem, you can go to Amazon.com and fork over the ones and dollars, and that poem's in there. So, you read it there. You're an asshole. What? Who was that? Mom, keep the comments to yourself. Oh, jeez. All right. So, we're from here. So, what do we want next? We We talked about making another game, another app. Do we need another demo? Who needs something for Web 3? We make all sorts of stuff for that. Who wants us to make something? Give us some great ideas that we can use or something. Or don't. Do our own ideas. Make our own stuff. Or go see what we already made and have done, because there's some fun stuff there. So, suit yourself. Excellent. Well, there's one more point in the show before we, call it quits and bid adieu to anyone who stopped by or is hanging out. This is the point in the show where we like to gather all of the negative stuff, okay? Every single negative component and aspect. We are going to gather up all of the negative things that you could possibly imagine gathering up or having anything to do with, okay? Are you ready? Get this. All right. So we got, nasty Joey stuff, okay? This is disgusting Joey, okay? We're going to hold this here. And, oh, look, there's more disgustingness. Oh, it's more Joey. Oh, it's almost like putting a big wad of not nice stuff together, okay? So we got some here. And, let's scoop some here. Oh, sick. It's a big pile of, yep, you guessed it, more Joey. Oh, it molds so well together because it's all Joey. Oh, that's right. Sick. It's all Joey disgusting. So, all right. Oh, a little more Joey up here. Oh, all right. Good. Okay. Now, Internet, that you've seen us gather all of this nasty Joey up, get this. Okay. As we take it, now we've done this once before successfully. And luckily, because we honed our skills, we're going to be able to do it one more time, okay, to quite the successful degree. So we take this big wad of disgusting Joey-ness. Okay, now let's sedate it. All right, so let's set down gross Joey right here. Okay, don't look too much at that part of the screen. All right, we got to get all the rest of any residual Joey-ness stuff out of the area, okay? So, we have to cleanse the area, okay? It takes 3 times. Excellent, all right. Excellent. So, now that we've sedated our Joey here, all right, we're going to pick up this nastiness. All right, well, first, God, it's just been too damn nasty. Let's take care of some of this real quick. All right, we're going to have to do that again afterwards. Don't worry about it. All right, let me grab this nasty Joey here. And through the power and magic of technology and the internet, we got all this nasty Joey stuff here. We throw it through the camera to your house. Excellent. All right, no more Joey around here. I see you guys got a bunch of Joey around you there through the computer screen. You guys might want to take care of that. Hope you got some maracas. You got to collect that shit. Excellent. All right, good. Well, our area is nice and clear. Oh, hold on, management's calling. What do you want? We're doing the show. Uh-huh. Oh, no, Joey's expunged. No, we threw that shit through the camera. He's in their house now. Uh-huh. Yep, you're welcome. Excellent. Well, sometimes management rewards us by still not giving us a paycheck. It's not funny, Internet. Especially not funny that you're trying to make jokes and you got a bunch of Joey running around your house. Sick. You might want to clean that up. We recommend bleach or Lysol. I don't know. There's no cure for Joey. If it's from Joey, it's a no-y. And believe you me, it's definitely a no-y if it's from Joey. So there you go. Reminds us of that game that we made yesterday on stream. Well, we didn't make it on stream. We created the conceptualized idea for it on stream. Then we made it off of stream, and then we streamed and said it was on there. It's available to play. And ironically, ties into kind of what we just, had to go through and go over this, that, the other. And that is the interactions of having to contend with Joey. Okay? Now, Joey throws his disgustingness, his debauchery, his error code, okay, his wrong think, okay, his every epitome of what is construed as unethically, unmorally, equivocably, just misaligned with society's needs, okay, or with the proper, interactions there with society, okay. All that Joey contends with, touches, okay, has any component or aspect therewith, all right, it's just blanketedly disgusting debauchery, okay. So when we are able to corral up all of the wantonness, all of the disgustingness, all right, that is Joey, all right, and the residual that is left behind therefrom, all right, and we're able to, through the metaphysical quantum realm, impart that upon not us. That's fantastic. So, like we said, be sure that you clean your area, because who knows, Joey could be there. And believe you me, if he's there, well, we see him. All right, we don't want to do that to you, Internet. That's right. So we'll do one favor for you, okay? We see Joey in the back there. Yeah, you missed a spot, but we know how to get him. Don't worry about it. Right? With our magical shite button here, we can launch a quantum dart, rock, stone, I don't know, who cares, or something. Quantum something. It's too technical, you wouldn't understand it. We'll incapacitate him for you, okay? And then you can sweep or vacuum your floor, and it'll get rid of Joey, okay? Any of the nastiness that's left behind. All right, so we'll take this and get ready. Duck. Excellent, got him. All right, good. You're welcome, Internet. Now we got rid of Joey here, and we've incapacitated him there for you. You can do that of which you need to. We hope you have a broom and or a mop and dustpan, because you're going to need it. Because, believe you me, you don't want to leave that Joey on the floor back there. It's quite the mess. Okay? You don't want to step in Joey. So if it's from Joey, it's a no-y. So, where does that leave us then for the rest of the night? Well, like we said, we'll probably just kick it. No one wanted us to make a new game or to, develop an app of any sorts or kind. So, we're just going to have to find a TV show or a movie or something to, pass the time with, as we just sit back and crisp up and prune in the basement or something. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But what does matter is that we're out of our delicious beverage now. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to call it with that, because we're done working. You might say, you never started. But don't worry about it. We did start when we did stuff. Still, because we already did stuff, we should be reciprocally paid for it. No, we don't want your subscription. We want your money. Downvote the shit out of this. Go to Cashapp and give us $1. Get off our lawn.